It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through New Orleans. It's the 49ers and the reigning Super Bowl champs, under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be.
Wolfman Lewis, welcome back to the chill, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for stopping by. Here we are on an episode of the Kelvin Rich Superstar Mode right here on Madden 24. If you missed any of the other episodes, they're on the channel in the playlist. It's time for Kelvin and the Saints to play against the Niners here in the the NFC Championship game. Can the Saints head into the Super Bowl for the second year in a row? And Kelvin goes down in a huff. My gosh. What a 7-yard loss.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack.
Incomplete, intended for Kittle.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rich.
Caught it. Caught by Kittle for the 1st down.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
All right, here we go. 1st down and 10.
Off the play fake. Rich.
Chris Olave with the touch. With the touch there as he got the 1st down.
That's good for 28 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And that's right here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And Kelvin decides to run it this time.
Gets him 9 yards in the 1st. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
Incomplete.
The 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they want to continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Touchdown. Chris Olave on the back in the end zone.
17 yards out. And the Saints have struck first in this NFC title game. They take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
And the Niners go down and can't do it.
Offense back out. On the previous drive, he hooked up with Chris Olave for the touchdown. And now they'll try to do something like that again. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rich forced out to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st down, Rich.
Incomplete. Olave, the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
They've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already. into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell into.
Jameer Gibbs.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to pass now. Kelvin's going to take off. What a run for Kelvin. 3 rushes, 33 yards.
Good coverage downfield led to him picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Operating from the gun, Rich.
Incomplete. George Kittle couldn't get there.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually hard to throw the ball in those situations. You throw that
2nd down and goal to goal now.
It's hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe.
They give it to Gibbs. Jameer Gibbs. A flag is down.
Holding offense.
Oh, come on.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
Still 2nd
And let's
down.
face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Buying time to his left.
Kelvin's in for the touchdown. And the Niners add one.
Offense now as they get ready to take over here. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, you know, they told
Jameer Gibbs bounces off, gets a gain of 6.
execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say,
2nd down and 4 now for Kelvin and the Saints.
this one.
They give it again to Gibbs. Gibbs.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
3rd down and 3 now.
Operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hand it again to Gibbs. Gibbs gets the 1st down and a little bit more on that one. That ends the 1st quarter.
14-7 our score.
Saints up 14-7.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action.
Incomplete. Cohen
Complete there.
did not have it.
So we
Thought he had it, didn't have it.
marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and now we'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rich. He completes it to Alamo. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Looking to throw. Rich. Downfield, and he's got 11. And he's put it down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's
Give it to Jameer Gibbs. Gibbs up the middle. Gibbs.
a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal.
That's good.
Lionel Boyd is going to be the one getting it here.
And that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards.
They give it to
and get
Lionel.
yourself closer to the
Lionel Boyd is in for the touchdown.
Pass it into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, yeah.
Oh, Kelvin went down on that one. He was trying to get ready to go to Olave, I believe. And he went down.
He's hoping to put them into a better spot after this. Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike.
Incomplete.
Ready for third down. Let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive. That direction what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another.
Intercepted.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
We haven't seen Kelvin do that very much this season, but that was one of them. Intercepted.
Already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And the Niners do get a field goal out of that.
Drive, but that only led to 3 points. Defense held them to a field goal. They're still working with a lead here as they start out 1st and 10.
Kelvin now, under center. Hands it off to Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs, Gibbs got daylight.
He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
It's been a long season, but he still looks for running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Chris Olave does it again. Let's take a look at it right here. Kelvin's going to hear it out. Look at that. Perfect. Chris Olave right there. Puts it right in between the numbers there. And a bunch of defenders there. And Chris Olave does the rest. There you have it. The Niners go down, and they will score a touchdown.
Back in this offense, heading back out to the field. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns and run for another.
29 seconds remaining here in the half.
Off play action. Rich.
Again to Olave. Wow, what a run after the catch for Olave. And that ends the first half.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sport. Yeah, who has... Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're rocking and rolling, and the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going.
That was a great pass from Kelvin.
Can't get it together to get the stops they needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. Exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity.
Olave, touchdown, Saints! My goodness gracious, they do it again.
Chris Olave saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, he's the guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that.
What a catch
Leading his team right now.
by Olave. Niners go down and score again.
Onto the field comes New Orleans. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Here we go.
First down. Rich.
What a catch. Chris Olave does it again.
A very solid gain of 27. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand
The Saints here on the 4th quarter.
as we start the 4th.
Already.
To throw on 2nd down. Rich steps away to his left. They find some open field here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. And gets him a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Rich.
Incomplete. He tried, but it was incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Being chased out left. Stays on his feet and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts
And here we go, folks, as we're ready to rock.
He's got to be
They hand it off to Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs going in, and what a run for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Trying to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And down goes Kelvin.
Back at the 13-yard line. 3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. Oh, he fakes a spike. But it's not good.
And Kelvin goes down at this time again.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for...
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. The potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage
Here we go.
that small lead. Throwing to start the drive. Rich dancing to his left.
He got the 1st down, did Kelvin.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich.
Kittle gets the call.
And that one drops down incomplete.
Kittle has not completed or has not
And it's 2nd down.
gotten the pass all game long, to my recollection.
Because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
What a jump by
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 and the 36.
Kelvin and the Saints with 2 minutes left before they head to the Super Bowl for the 2nd year in a row.
And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Try to take this home.
Jahmyr Gibbs got nailed on that one, and the Saints will have to punt it here.
Timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining.
So the Saints will punt it. The Niners
coming out now to take the field. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
So 3 kneel downs is what it's going to take.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
So the defense will take a couple of timeouts here. I'm not quite sure exactly why, but they'll just do it anyway.
4 seconds to go in the game.
So there you have it, folks.
Their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And there you have it. 28 seconds remaining.
On its feet, and understandably so, they are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans?
The Saints are the champions of the NFC. As we say thank you for watching, and good night, everybody.
So you have it, folks. There you have it. The Saints in the Super Bowl again for the 2nd year in a row. This team is unbelievable. And on one of the most historic rides in NFL history. Especially Olave and Kelvin's connection is just unfreaking believable. So it's either going to be, as we said before, it'll be the Steelers or the Ravens in the Super Bowl with the Saints. All right, we're going to back.
Yo, Rook, keep playing like this, and you'll cash in for sure.
So here we go, folks. It looks like the Pro Bowl is the next. We're advancing the week in the Pro Bowl. All right, so it's game day. And the playoff brackets will show that the Steelers, the number 1 seed in the AFC, are going up against the number 1 seed in the NFC, which of course is the Saints. In the next episode, folks, it is time for the Super Bowl. Are you excited? It's going to be a good one. If you're new, scratch the claw marks at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Remember to Wolfpack fam today. Sniff and bind to that bell icon. Become part of the notification squad. Do not forget to put a like to the video. It is much appreciated. We will see you in the next episode. Remember, always stay hungry, hungry like the wolf. I am out.